Hello Team FD and welcome back to Hot Takes. This week it's me and Joseph looking at your sizzling, hot, dog all valid opinions. Not gonna lie, still sourced, bloody legends. Won the FBA Awards last night, thanks to you guys. So, first and foremost, cheers. You look ill. First one then, to kick us off, it's the Has Kareem. Big fan of people with the in front of the name. The FA Cup has become a job-saving trophy, has little relevance as an accolade anymore. Whichever manager loses it this weekend will be under scrutiny. What do you think then as a Manchester United fan about the upcoming fixture and this bloody question?
Well, obviously, whoever loses is going to be under scrutiny. What a stupid statement for one. And secondarily, nice word there, whose job has ever been saved by the FA Cup other than maybe Arsene Wenger's? Louis van Gaal lost his job literally on the same day he won the FA Cup. It's mental. Even if Antonio Conte was to win the FA Cup, I still think he'd leave. I don't think it's going to have any bearing whatsoever. Do you really think that is going to save his job? Absolutely not. So, what's his name? Has Kareem. Well, I just think he's talking nonsense. What do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I think two clubs have dominated this competition in recent history, haven't they? Bloody 25 wins between Manchester United and Arsenal. It has got a little bit stale. Wigan were the last other side to win it in 2013. Tottenham have the next highest amount. They last won it in 1991. And I remember Di Matteo, I think he won the FA Cup with Chelsea, beating Liverpool 2-1 in the final. And then he was sacked in November that year.
Exactly, but you know, according to Has Kareem, it really does keep you in a job. So,
gotta disagree with this one.
Well done, Has.
Next question comes from @iRevolver, and he's asked, or said, if Manchester United don't win the FA Cup, their season will be considered a failure, Joseph. Now, let me take this one.
Please do, mate.
Have a little shave as well.
Yeah,
that is
I'm gonna sleep too.
Mathematically, yes, progress has been made on the red side of Manchester. Last season, got 69 points, finished 24 points behind eventual winners Chelsea. This season, 81, 19 points behind a freakish Manchester City side. Probably could have added to that total as well had you not sacked it off after you beat Manchester City. However, I do take a little bit of umbrage with people that think this represents real progress. I think only tiny amounts of progress have been made. Your defence this season has been shocking. David De Gea has bailed you out big time. He's made 14 more expected saves than the average goalkeeper. Your goal difference would have been exactly the same had he let those goals in.
But he didn't.
But he didn't. You're right, he's pretty darn good. And I, you know, for one, don't mind a team being overly reliant on one player, but bloody hell, get Dave some help. Like you said in previous answers, Jose's career is kind of defined by trophies and not the football he played. Continues to play. Didn't go without a trophy from 2003 to 2012. So, you know, serial winner. I'm sure he'll want to finish the season with a trophy. I think he has to, because there is rumblings, murmurs of discontent with the Manchester United fans.
Yeah, there are, but that's mainly down to the way we play football. I think we've definitely made progress as a team this season, but not necessarily in the style Manchester United fans want to see. Jose is obviously going to bring you trophies, 2 in his first season, potential for a 3rd. Now we're in the FA Cup final as well. And we have made progress in the league. We've been really good against all of the top 6 sides this season. Jose has a fantastic record in 17-18 against everyone. So I think we have made progress, but not in a stylistic sense. That is a big problem for Manchester United fans. And also, for f***'s sake, please sign a decent centre-half to partner Bailly. Just get Alderweireld through the door. Because our defence, Smalling, Jones, Lindelof, Rojo, Blind, Darmian. What?
Mate, Alderweireld and Bailly, they've got like half a knee between them.
Ah, well, we'll pair them together and then we'll just,
Bailey.
Frankenstein them. Is that a thing?
By the Veld. Kieran, make that on screen. Make by the Veld. Next hot take comes from Malachi Moses, and he said, Wigan's FA Cup is the most impressive of any in history. Now, it was a weird competition when they won it that year, wasn't it? I don't think either team had particularly hard routes to the final, apart from Manchester City, who played Chelsea in the semi, where Demba Ba scored. Wigan, on the way to the final, played Bournemouth, Macclesfield, Huddersfield, who weren't in the Premier League then, Everton and Millwall.
Wow. Jermaine Beckford up top in that Huddersfield team.
Wigan actually had some useful players. MacArthur, Sean Maloney.
Oh, Maloney used to have a ping on him.
Diminutive. Everywhere. It's scampered. Although they did have players like Gary Caldwell, Nah, it's so good. I think you might be right. I think this might be a valid hot take. Wigan won the FA Cup when they finished in what? 17th? 18th. 18th, they got relegated with a minus 26 goal difference. So,
Wigan.
Banter.
Wigan.
Right, here we go then. We've mixed it up, it's just me now. Shine Innocent has sent us this. Antonio Conte is just a mediocre manager who won the Premier League with a world-class squad. One season wonder. What are you talking about? This is the first time in 5 seasons he hasn't won a domestic trophy. The league was the word I was looking for, you absolute moron. This is a guy who reinvented a Juventus side that finished 7th this season before he arrived. 7th, 24 points off AC Milan. He bought players like Matri in his first season and still turned them into f***ing title winners. He laid the foundation for the dominance we're currently seeing. Did all the bloody legwork for Allegri, didn't he? Pun intended. Mixing it up now, different sort of flavour of question. Sebastian at SebMore1 has asked us, Henrik Larsson was better than Zlatan in his peak. He's not asked us, he's made a statement. I like that, I like your confidence, and I agree, at least to an extent. Early Henrik Larsson was much better than early Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Larsson's highest return at Feyenoord while he was playing as a winger was 16 goals in a season. It took Ibra 10 years to match that or surpass it in the league. 10. One of them was in the Swedish second division. Oh, but Henrik Larsson was playing in a weaker league. 7 of those first 10 years were spent in Sweden and at Ajax. The Eredivisie is just the SPFL with clogs and windmills. But it has to be said, both men are excellent from ages 30 to 33. Larsson's peak season was 53 goals in 51 appearances when he won the Golden Boot. Ibra did that at PSG, then he also scored 50 goals in a season. But it's got to be said, from the ages of 33 to 36, Zlatan is somewhat of a freak and deserves an awful lot of credit for the condition of his body, Adonis, and the numbers he put up. How about this for a serving of fried dog? Ishan Mohan has tweeted me, John Babb is really overrated. You, sir, are a mug. All right? I can't even think of anything more original to say other than that is offensive on every single level. That man is my biological father. Wrap your head around that. No, he is Zach's dad though. He calls him daddy as well. What? Weird. Joe.
First one from Jason Davis. Jason Lee is his handle. So, which one is it? Make your mind up about your name. The FA Cup is only considered a major trophy or competition when Man U get to the final. Utter nonsense. Every single time a club gets to the final, they think it's a big competition, and when they're not in the final, they say, oh, it's a small competition, it's really gone down, and it's not as good as it once was in recent history. Pathetic. Next one comes from Free Kickers Curls. Smalling and Jones should be starting centre-backs for the World Cup. Well, to start with, Smalling's not even on the plane, so that's not going to happen. Secondarily, they're an absolute disaster when paired together. I feel like I've already said secondarily once, so dictionary corner today. But nevertheless, they cannot pass the ball out from the back. Chris Smalling, when he passes the ball to his right and opens his body up, looks like he's having an anaphylactic attack. Am I allowed to say that? Is that when he gets stung by a bee? I hope so, because his body's just contorting. It's very strange. Really strange. He looks like a Britain's Got Talent ventriloquist act. He's over here like this, opens his body out. Relax, Chris, on the ball. And Phil Jones, you don't even know where his legs are. He's running around with his arms nowadays. Hendrik Roos. Joe acts like a Can't say it, can you? Don't think we can say it. Probably have to bleep that. So... Charlie Russell has one about England here. This is the worst World Cup squad we've ever had. F***ing Cahill, man, instead of Lascelles. That's what he's written. I haven't said that because I actually don't think Jamal Lascelles should have been on the plane. Yes, Rafa Benitez is a fantastic defensive coach. What do you want from him? He's not going to be like that under Southgate, is he? Let's have it right. I think Gary Cahill had to go just to offer a little bit of experience to that very young squad. I think he's the most capped player there with about 58 caps. That is absolutely nothing. Also, he's a better distributor from the back than Jamal Lascelles, and he's used to playing in a back three, whereas Jamal Lascelles plays in a back four. England are definitely going to play a back three under Southgate. I don't know why he's got this weird fixation with 3-5-2. Must have been some daddy issues when he was younger. Daddy whipping him 3, 5 and 2 times or something. I don't know what I'm saying now. Just going into daddy issues about Gareth Southgate. Wow. But anyway, Gary Cahill should have gone correctly. Well done. Not Jamal Lascelles.
So that was Hot Takes for another week. Hope you enjoyed. Get your hot takes in the comments below and at us on Twitter. Keep those peepers peeled for the tweet when we send it out. Who knows who it will be? It's whoever's on the show. Hope you enjoyed today. A mixture of, you know, fun and facts. Come on.
Was that the end? Was that the end? Are we done here? Are we? Wow.